Okay, so we are live, and there's that damn pop-up trying to get somebody to do something or buy something. Also had a pop-up before I went live for something called Kicks. So I think that's a new platform that said you can stream directly to there from StreamYard. I doubt it because I can't even stream from StreamYard anymore. And it looks like, oh, you caught me, Wale. Have you got your Boom Boom sticks yet? You've been seeing the Boom Boom sticks advertised all over social media. They're real big on TikTok. Mine just came, and I am using all four of them here at once, live and then out of order on the stream. So far, I like the lavender one the best. It's not a Vicks, I don't think. I can't see that small, and I don't have any light, so no, it's not Vicks. It's made by. It looks like a German word. It's 100% natural, so it couldn't be a Vicks because Vicks are petroleum based. And there's my levomethyl, which is a petroleum based product. You were very correct. It's amazing how petroleum has such medicinal properties that it does in certain forms. So it looks like, hey Floyd, you were hollering Huawei 2 or 3 days ago. It didn't last long. Very clear, very loud. Huawei. Huawei. Huawei's right there. You don't believe it, okay? So what's up, Floyd? Maybe somebody will come up and talk to you. That would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be nice. I was going to stream Friday night, and I even had Dragon Lair Padrick and um, Joel, Uncle Smiley lined up to talk about our recent trip to Atlanta Repticon, and they were both raring to go, but I didn't get into the house till 7:45. And with 11 dogs and 12 cats, I'm hopping on one foot, hopscotching to walk and to eat and to do all that. There was no way. So I had to forego it. I may end up having to move Friday back. I don't want to give up that reptile stream. I enjoy that. When I get to do it, my blood sugar's 400. What you hear in the background? I think one of the Jeffs is going on soon. All right. I don't even know who any of the Jeffs are anymore. I know, yeah, I do. I know, um, what's his name? Jeff Rowe. He's really Jeff. He called himself Jeff Rowe, which is cool. And then there's Jeff that is one of Dan's mods or one of Dan's old mods. He was on there a little bit when you were on there, Huawei. Can't remember his channel. Oh, and then there's the two other Jeffs, the current Jeffs that are not from the old timey days. Look at this, $500 lady. She's an old friend of the art, Zoe Renfro. She's remarried. Called me a couple of days ago and said, I came by to give you a check. I inherited some money and you weren't there. The building was sold and being renovated. So I said, well, I'm still here and I can still get checks. She sent the art a $500 check. That was very nice of you, Zoe. I can't see shit. I keep trying to get up here closer, but I can't read anything. Jeff Pelham or Jeff. Hey, Bobby, can I borrow some money? I wish. That's the ARC's money. I started to say that belongs to Fluid, but I adopted Fluid. The ARC didn't want Fluid, so I adopted him. They didn't want to keep him there, so I said, oh hell, let's go, Fluid. And wearing an extra ring. I still have my other ring. Wearing an extra little trinket there. I can send you one of those while I. Is anybody even in here? No, just you. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Suits my ass just fine. It is Saturday. This is not a time I normally go. I realize that. So I have no idea who's even streaming and where people at or what they're doing. I am going to try. Floyd, you want a cracker? You want a cracker? Here, say hi. Floyd, you want a cracker? You have that shit all over me, won't you? It's just the good stuff. Townhouse or something like that. They sure make a mess. And we've got those flaming hot Doritos. An old banana peel. You missed out on that, Lolly. That was earlier this afternoon. That's all I've got to show right now. If you want to see a little dog harness. I've got a new little foster dog. We had her in the Ark 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago, her owner died, and she came to the Ark. She got adopted. She was 7 then. She got adopted, and she came back for some reason, but I can't find documented. We usually document why a dog might come back. It's not that often, but try to learn from that. But she got adopted in February then of 22, and shortly after that, the man, there was an old couple, older than me, he was wearing a mask then. I guess that was COVID times. And he died right after that, but I think from cancer, not from COVID. And then she fell and broke her hip recently, and now she's got dementia, and so she's going to long-term care. So her sister has 2 dogs, and she's having to move out of her house because her husband died. And she wanted to bring Sassy back. Sassy's the deal. She'd make a great dog for anybody. She's 10, but she doesn't look it or act it. And she looks just like the plumped up version of the Jackson, the little min pin I just adopted. She's a min pin, I didn't mention that. So I've got that other new little dog. So I have 6 foster dogs and 6 foster cats, but I'm taking 3 or 4 of the cats over to PetSmart and put them in their cat habitat room Monday. I could have taken them this evening, but I opted not to do it after being at PetSmart all afternoon. So things are moving. Hey, Apple Smiley. What's up? What's up? Just trying to test out to see if the stuff will work. I feel like if I haven't been on here in so long, I won't even recognize myself. Hopefully we'll have a Tennessee fish fam tomorrow after Susie, if Susie goes. I have missed a lot, but it's just because I'm so busy and so exhausted. And I'm having blood sugars. Those are alarms that are telling me it's 400. Ooh, which most people couldn't function at that, and I don't know how I can, but I just have a tolerance, I guess. I did go to a new diabetic specialist, an endocrinologist, and she's doing me a month of sliding scales and stuff, and it doesn't do anything really. The insulin doesn't have to take so much of it. So I'm hoping she'll consent to giving me an insulin pump so that it doesn't get so high. It never gets low. It's just always high. And that's exhausting. That's like trying to run, do aquatics, do, what's it called when you exercise in the water? Huh. There's a word for that, a special word for that kind of exercise. And then there were 3. Floyd, did you eat that cracker? I wonder if Floyd would try one of these. Oh, they are. I got my Boom Boom sticks. I was telling Huawei, and I got the menthol. I got the lavender. the tropical will set you free. And then I got the lavender. I said that one already. I got mint, but the tropical is addictive. You want to smell it, Floyd, it'll make you think of maybe Central America, the Amazon. Don't break it. Smell it. He smells it. You smell it? You like it? Oh my God. They have essential oils in them. That's the difference, I think, in like the Vicks things. It's a different. This is all natural stuff. The menthol, lavender. Oh, it's not menthol. It's winter. Their menthol is winter mint. Winter mint. It's that one. But it's. Ooh. That's the strongest one by far. And I guess the oil stays in there longer than like just when you inhale like a Vicks or something. They're selling them like crazy. I got these for a double sale for $10 plus free shipping, and it came overnight. I think 2 days maybe. Let me lean back here. Try to show these chins off a little bit. Am I having a cold? I'm not. Is that what that says? See that stupid thing's in front of it. I can't see what you're saying, so I just experiment with all the stuff. No, I don't have a cold. I do have some sinus stuff that's just chronic from all the stuff that's blooming. The rain has been crazy here. It's like a tropical. I bet we probably had 20 something inches already this year. It's craziness. Everything's so lush and green. But no, a lot of stuff's blooming. Yeah, I like to experiment, make them. Yeah. I can only see one comment at a time. Share your referral. BETA. I wonder what that means. Beta. But it's spelled beta. Beta. Don't know. Today's the first day. Doing laps around my chins. He was so cute yesterday. I had my arms folded or something, and he crawled down and laid his little head down and fell asleep like that. He's a cutie. I'm sorry for that ringy dingy dingy if y'all can hear it. I just took 45 more units of insulin. I'm supposed to take 30, but I took 45, a dose and a half to try to get it down below 400 so it'll stop alarming. And so I can think and talk and all that good breathe. Tornadoes last week. Oh, yeah. But we only got rain. Yep. Oh, will it? Look at that. I'm thinking about giving you a raise, Wayne. Damn it. I can see 2 comments, so that's 50%, 100% more actually. Yep. Then I've got the place to post a comment. Then I've got all the little icons like Mike and Cam and all that. There are a couple of people that I follow that are meteorologists, but they're not on like the meteorology channels and stuff. They do their own thing, and they must make out like bandits because we gift them and all that stuff. But they are super accurate, and that's all they do, like for 6 hours. So it's really cool to follow those for a while. 6 hours is too much, or just for refreshing, right, Mickham? Now I can read the comments. Sam, I'll be damned. I'm going to give you a raise. I am going to give you a raise. How much are you making right now? How much am I paying you now? Jeff Pelham or Jeff Kane? You can borrow anything I've got that's free. Floyd and I do have matching rings. That's why I got one. His is a little worn out, but yeah. Joel said, hey y'all, I'm finally seeing all the comments. Jeff P has an auction at 8, and that's 10 minutes from now, so we want to put the link in for that. I'm on the east side, East Tennessee. Yeah, southeast Tennessee. I'm right down near Georgia, and I'm real near North Carolina. I'm right down in the corner. North Carolina is 45 minutes if it's that far. I go past my sisters to go there, and then Chattanooga. But Georgia is literally 25 minutes down the interstate. And that's where, what's his name is that had the, not the Aquatic Den, not Aquatic Aesthetics. Lord have mercy. The one that that guy has. They said hello to you. They have one called Benadryl, and it's very addicting. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to check that out. I mean, I'll stay away from that. I finally caught up. Got me a pair of Epistogramma Hognai. Is it Hoing or Hog? I think it's Hognai from a Swedish West Coast store. Oh, how cool. I'll have to look those up. Hoignei. I'll have to look those up. Do they have a common name that I might know? I have been thinking about getting some micro cichlids, but I haven't pulled the bullet on it yet. I'm going to get some larger native fish for this 180 now that I'm down to two the cichlids that are in rainbow cichlids. I was wanting those to breed so I could send Susie some. I bet for a year now, and then I've got one striped barb, the lateral stripes. I'm going to catch it out, but you know how hard it is to catch a barb in a 180. Put it over here in the 120, 25, whatever it is. And then I'll have a rope fish left in there. And I'm about ready to start putting the yellow perch and stuff in there then. I'm going to enjoy that tank, I really am. This one I wasn't ready for it in this one. And I still have native fish in here that I'll be able to put over there if the perch are not big enough to eat them. But those perch be eating them some fish. Aquarium blaster got Geophagus, Mirabilis, Mirabilis, and oh, cool. No, only the Hognai, or however it's said. They sent a news mail out about it, but my tanks are too small for them. What tanks are you running, Mickham? Thanks, Huawei. I was going to ask, but you never did tell me what you were making, so it must be more than you deserve. You must not want to tell me because you don't want to knock yourself out of a raise. News mail about it. Is that really the name of it, or did you make that up? Careful, somebody might steal that. 10 or 20. 20 gallons you can do quite a bit with, especially the, what you call them, 20 longs. All that footprint, you know. I've got 3 or 4 33 talls, and I've got 2, 1, 2, 33 longs. The 133 long back there has nothing but just some old water and maybe some plants in it. But I've decided I'm going to put reptilians in that because it's the same footprint, you know, as the 55. So I can use a 55 cover, you know, the thick netting. Yeah, I would have done that, but by the time I got through college, nursing school, my Latin was shot. I know a lot of Latin, but it's not any Latin anybody would want to know. Like dorsalis pedis is the back of the foot. Little things like that. Little catchy things that you know you can use every day. Scientific names. You know, what would make me go completely off the deep end is to take a Latin course. Oh my God. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, people that do that are smart, well, they are scientific, they are IQ smart, but it's smart to do that because there's so many common and breeder names that you don't know if you're talking about the same fish sometimes. That dummy me, I have to ask, right, you don't get confused. So, but I have to ask. Most of them I have to ask. I do know a few scientific ones, but not many. These goldfish are just shitting everywhere in here. This is what this tank looks like now. Needs to have some of the algae wiped off. Plants are going like gangbusters. Got everything under the sun in there. There's one of the native fish, that long-eared sunfish. There's that poor parrotfish that keeps getting tangled up with something. I don't know who or what. Got a lot of barbs, different kinds, 4 or 5 kinds of barbs. And I love my neon green um, barbs. They swim in schools. I think I've got like 14 of them. Of course, they're not schooling right now, but there they are in the back. They look blue, but they're neon green. There's a couple of them by, not 14 of them though. Anywho, I'm kind of happy with that, but it's a hot mess. But some fish are so common, so we sometimes know those low power mode, 20%. But we'll be out of here before then. Have you got his auction posted? Look at that, even Huawei knows some. Um, Susie Q and the long-haired man, why can't I remember his name, told me to keep my camera up here so that my chin didn't look so big because I was complaining about it one day. So that's what I'm trying to do. Do you have the link to the thing up there? It is pretty common there. There's no drama. No drama. If they spend a night with the Nerodia water snake, the little rosy reds get to come back and live out their lives in here. So I've got quite a few of them. I've still got one of those original, my memory. It's the blood sugar being so high. Minnows, I forget what they're called, the big shiny shiners. That's what they're called, shiners. It's an eastern shiner. I've still got one of those. He's the biggest fish in there now. But he can go over with the perch when I get those. I need to get those ordered and get them in this tank. I'll move those 4 fish that are in there out and get those breeding. I've even got Yeah, whatever they're called. I can't remember. Yeah, I think my fish that are beta-like fish, I can't remember the name of them. I think they're going to be making a nest up there on that end tank filter. There's the female and there's the male. And they keep hanging out up there. But you know they're bubble nest builders, of course. But there are other floating things in there. See there, they go back over there. That's the male. I have no idea if you guys can see anything. I'm just hopeful. Just hopeful. All right, there's the thing to the Jeff's thing. Okay, well, let's get out of here. And I might click on that and say hello, but I'm not buying anything for sure. See you guys over there. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow, I hope. And end stream.